Hello student, I Dr. R.D. Patil, Head Department of Zoology, Vasanthanaik Arts, Science and Commerce College, Shada. Dear friends of the class SYBC student, you are a Zoology paper second, Zoo 302, Biochemistry. In this course, we already discussed about the unit number 2, that is lipid metabolism. In this first lectures, which is a brief idea for the biochemistry, as well as what is mean lipid classification, all kinds of the topics which are briefly included discussed in the first lecture. Today we discuss the your second lectures of the lipid metabolism, that is student we know about what is mean metabolism. Metabolism we will discuss in the first lectures is the chemical reactions in the body cells that change food into energy. Our bodies need this energy to do work. Specific proteins in the body control the chemical reactions of metabolism. Energy formation is one of the vital components of the metabolism. Metabolism is a term that used to describe all chemical reaction involved in maintaining the living state of the cell and the organism. Metabolism can be conveniently divided into two categories we will discuss in the first lecture, that is catabolism and anabolism. In catabolism, the energy are producing or breakdown or utilized in these processes, and in anabolism, the required energy are producing. We already discussed in the first lectures. We, dear friends, we turn to come in your main important points in these units, that is lipid metabolism. The nature of fatty acid oxidation was identified as early as 1904 by a German scientist Franz Knupp, who fed dogs the fatty acid with phenyl ring. The dogs excreted in urine final product phenylacetic acid. Knupp proposed that fatty acids are degraded by oxidation of the beta carbon. This Knupp hypothesis, the enzymes involved in the beta oxidation and their action mechanism were clear in 1950 by prominent biochemists like Albert Leininger, Lewis Lever, Eugene Kennedy, Fedor Lenin, and David Green, etc. All kinds of the scientists are most attractive and specific role in specific lipid metabolism processes. So, in your unit number 2, lipid metabolism is a synthesis and degradation of lipids in cells involving the breakdown or storage of fats for energy and the synthesis of structural and functional lipids such as those involved in the construction of cell membranes. In this process of the lipid metabolism, the animals, these fats are obtained from food or synthesized by the liver. It is mainly the storage form of the components of the food or energy are breakdown or also utilized in specific processes of the lipid metabolism. So vertebrates or humans use both sources of the fat to produce energy for the organs such as the heart to function. Since lipids are hydrophobic molecules, means they also as a repellent of water, they need to solubilize before their metabolism can begin. Lipid metabolism often begins with hydrolysis, which occurs with the help of various enzymes in the digestive system. Dear friends, lipid metabolism also occurs in plants through the processes differ in some ways when compared to animals. The second step after the hydrolysis is the absorption of the fatty acids into the epithelial cells of the intestinal wall. So in this way, this is the specific processes to important role in vertebrates or human beings as a this hydrolysis or a second step of the absorption of the fatty acid are most important role in the lipid metabolism. Lipid metabolism often considered as the two important process. One is the digestion and second is the absorption processes of dietary fat, means the fats which are present in the food material will also important role. However, there are two sources of fats that organism can use to obtain energy: from consumed dietary fats and from stored fat. This is the two type of the fats which also dietary form and stored storage form, which are used in two processes of the lipid metabolism, that is digestion and absorption. So these two processes are takes place in lipid metabolism. Is the first is lipid digestion. We also known already discussed the digestion is the first step to lipid metabolism, and it is the processes of breaking the triglycerides down into smaller monoglyceride units with the help of lipase enzymes. Means digestion we already discussed or briefly concept. Digestion is the physiological processes in which complex or insoluble foods are converted into the simple and soluble food. That is, the complex triglycerides also converted into the monoglycerides. It is a monomer or small singular units to help important role for the digestion. To specific type the lipase enzymes are used to break down of this way. In second processes, the digested uh, particles or lipids we also converted in simple form or monomer monoglycerides is also absorbed. Absorption is most important. That is the second process in lipid metabolism is the lipid absorption. The second step in lipid metabolism is absorption of fats. Short chain fatty acids can be absorbed in the stomach, while most absorption of fats occur only in the small intestine. So in these two processes, that is a digestion. In digestion is lipid digestion. The complex or also as a triglycerides are converted monoglycerides. In the simpler or monoglyceride form of the lipids are absorbed in the living animal body. The absorption of fat occurs only in the small intestine. This is the most important role by the lipid absorption. In lipids are extremely important for cell structure. Every living organism cells are important part is the lipids, and it has a most important function. Due to their hydrophobic and non-polar nature of the lipid differs from rest of the body compounds and are unique in their action. Means it has a most important characteristic features of this non-polar and hydrophobic nature. In this way, this is a characteristic features of the lipids to important role in the cell wall. Lipid constitute about 50 to 20% of the body weight in the humans. Triacylglycerols or triglycerides, in short, it is called a capital TG, commonly called a neutral fat or deep pot fat, are the most abundant lipids, comprising 85 to 90% of body lipids. Means dear students, which also mainly important to know or specially attract to particular meanings in your every living animal body as comprising or abundant lipids in 85 to 90% to storage also form of the lipids also present in a living animal body. That is, most of the triglycerides are stored in the adipose tissue and serves as energy reserve of the body. This is in contrast to carbohydrates and protein, which cannot be stored to be significant extent of energy purposes. So this is a characteristic features of the lipid as compared to the carbohydrate and protein, because the lipids are storage, also acts as a storage form in adipose tissue of the living animal body, and any particular conditions which are used the stored or stagnant energy to utilize to do work. Fat also acts as an insulating material for maintaining the body temperature of animals. Triglycerides are the most predominant storage form of the energy. Means, dear friends, we also important role of the triglycerides as well as fats to insulating material. We also maintain or thermoregulation of the living animal body. In the next, there are the two main reasons for the being the fuel reserve of the body. In your lipid metabolism, there are the fats or triglycerides as two important characteristic features to include fewer regions of the body. These includes first is the triglycerides are highly concentrated forms of the energy, means it yielding 9 calorie per gram in contrast to carbohydrates and protein that produce only 4 calorie per gram. This is because fatty acids found in triglycerides are in reduced form. And second uh, main reasons of the fat being the uh, fuel reserve of the body is the triglycerides are non-polar and hydrophobic in nature, hence stored in pure forms without any association with the water anhydrous form. On other hand, glycan and proteins are polar. 1 gram of glycan combines to 2 gram of this specific way. So this is the two characteristic features of the lipids to important role in the lipid metabolism. In lipid metabolism, the first process which are carried on by the oxidation of fatty acids. This process of lipid metabolism also starting to conduct this process as a different stages to conducting role of the fatty acid. Before to discuss the what is mean oxidation of fatty acids. The fatty acids in the body is mostly oxidized by beta oxidation. Beta oxidation may be defined as the oxidation of fatty acid on the beta carbon atom. As a specifically, this process is most important. In beta oxidation results in the sequential removal of two carbon fragment, that is acetyl coenzyme A. This is a specific two carbon atoms are released in oxidation of the fatty acids. So this oxidation of fatty acid process are also to carried in the nature of fatty acid oxidation was identified as early as to this way, because the oxidation of fatty acids are the process are included in three stages. That is, the stages is called beta oxidation of fatty acid involves as a stage first is the activation of fatty acids occurring in the cytosol. Second step is the transport of fatty acid into mitochondria, and third is the beta oxidation proper in the mitochondrial matrix. So this is a three processes. In these processes, transport of activated fatty acid into mitochondria, it is also called as a carnitine settle. It's a specific processes which are carry on to process in a beta oxidation step of the fatty acid. That is the next first stage of the fatty acid oxidation is the activation of the fatty acid. So in these processes of the activation of fatty acid processes is a most important role. Fatty acids are activated to acyl coenzyme A by an enzymes thiokinase or acyl coenzyme A synthesis. The reactions occurs in two steps and requires ATP coenzyme A and Mg plus 2 ions. Fatty acid reacts with ATP to form acyl aldolate, which then combines with coenzyme A to produce acyl coenzyme A. This is a schematic representation, also include figure 2.1. That is this in diagram. This process which are creating as a first step, that is a RCS2CS2C double bond O minus, that is fatty acids which are also converted into acyl acylate. In the at the time the thiokinase is a coenzymes are used. ATP are also converted inorganic phosphates. This process as pyrophosphatase enzymes are important coenzymes to role to converted to inorganic phosphate molecules are released. In next second step, RCS2CS2C double bond O, that is AMP, will it converted into acyl coenzyme A. At this time acyl acylates, it is also coenzyme ACEs to one molecule also formed by the AMP and to convert into acyl coenzyme A, that is RCS2CS2C double bond COA coenzyme A. That is a specific process to as the activation of the fatty acid to acyl coenzyme A. by the enzyme thiokinase. In this schematic representation, that is in the first we will discuss this diagram schematic representation theoretically. In the activation, two high energy phosphates are utilized. Since ATP is converted to pyrophosphate, inorganic pyrophosphate, the enzymes inorganic pyrophosphatase hydrolysis uh, to phosphate inorganic phosphate, inorganic pyrophosphate to inorganic phosphate pi, ppi to pi. The immediate elimination of ppi makes this reaction totally irreversible. Three different thiokinase to activate long chain 10 to 20 carbon, medium chain 4 to 12, and short chain less than carbon fatty acid have been identified in the first stage of the activation of fatty acid. So this is a schematic representation of the diagrams to activation of fatty acid to acyl coenzyme by the enzymes thiokinase. These processes are creating. Next is the second stage, that is transport of acyl coenzyme A into mitochondria is the most important second steps to conducting in this way. Is the inner mitochondrial membrane is the inner mitochondrial membrane is impermeable to fatty acids. A specialized carnitine carrier system operate to transport activated fatty acids from cytosol to the mitochondria. This occurs in following four steps as figure 2.2, also indicating the schematic representation. This is a carnitine shuttle for transport of activated fatty acid to acyl coenzyme into mitochondria. This diagram also indication or to proper proof to get by the which process of the second, that is transport of acyl coenzyme into mitochondria are takes place. So in the second step or we four steps also in carnitine carrier system. These indications or steps are clearly seen figure 2.2. Out of these four steps, the first is the acyl group or acyl coenzyme is transferred to carnitine. It is called the beta hydroxy or gamma trimethyl aminobutyrate is catalyzed by the carnitine acetylase parase first present on the outer surface of the inner mitochondrial membrane. The acyl carnitine is transported across the membrane of mitochondrial matrix by a specific carrier protein. So this is a specific chemical or physiological process that takes place in the second step of the transport of acyl coenzyme A into mitochondria. So in this process is also intimation in specific way, that is this is a mitochondrial membrane, that is the inner mitochondrial membrane. This is the inner mitochondrial matrix. So in this process, first is the RCS double bond O S coenzyme A acyl groups, which are also to pass in carnitine acyl transferase first. This process in cytosol, that is coenzyme ASH is formed and it's converted to RC double bond O carnitine acyl carnitate. So these chemical components are entered to the inner mitochondrial membrane at this time. RC double bond O carnitine, it is called acyl carnitines, which are also forms as converted into the RC double bond S coenzyme acyl coenzyme A is a carnitine acyl transferase second stage. In the outside of the mitochondrial inner outer membrane, it is carnitine acyl transferase first, which takes place in cytosol, and carnitine acyl transferase second. This process which takes place in the inner side or intermitochondrial matrix. At this time, this process will be released by also the carnitine. This carnitine also used regularly in the specific crisscross way to form by the second steps of the carnitine settle. Next is the fatty acid oxidation as a third steps, that is carnitine acetyl transferase second found on the inner surface of the inner mitochondrial membrane converts acyl carnitine to acyl coenzyme A. And last, this is a carnitine released uh, returns to cytosol for reuse in specific process. And next is the third steps of the fatty acid oxidation is the beta oxidation proper. So in this process, each cycle of beta oxidation liberating a 2 carbon unit acyl coenzyme A occurs in a sequence of 4 reactions. We indicate the figure 2.3 already in these slides. This is the beta oxidation of fatty acids. Palmitol 16 carbon undergoes 7 cycles to yield acetyl coenzyme A. It is the first activation, second transport, and third is the beta oxidation. Proper first oxidation, uh, second is the hydration, third is the oxidation, and fourth is the cleavage. This is the four steps in the beta oxidation proper. So this third step, beta oxidation proper, each cycle of beta oxidation liberates with all indication sequences in the figure 2.3. We included by the 4 stages. That is, first is the oxidation. Oxidation in these processes, acyl coenzyme undergoes dehydrogenation by an FAD dependent flavonozyme. Acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase, a double bond is formed between alpha and beta carbons, that is 2 and 3 carbons in the oxidation processes. Second is the hydration. In a hydration, enol coenzyme hydratase brings about the hydration of the double bond to form beta hydroxy coenzyme. So in second process is a name also is a hydration, that is a enol coenzyme hydratase. In third step, that is a oxidation, beta hydroxyacid coenzyme. We also beta hydroxyacid coenzyme A dehydrogenase catalyze the second oxidation and generate NADH, the product formed as beta ketoacyl coenzyme A. And last, fourth is the cleavage. The final reaction in beta oxidation is the liberation of a 2 carbon fragment acetyl coenzyme A from acetyl coenzyme A. This occurs by a theolytic cleavage catalyzed by beta ketoacyl coenzyme thiolase or simple thiolase. The overall reaction for each cycle of beta oxidation of palmitic acid is CN acyl coenzyme A plus FAD plus NAD plus H2O plus coenzyme ASH. It's converted into the C in bracket N minus 2, complete acyl coenzyme plus acyl coenzyme A plus FADH2 plus NADH plus H plus ion. The scheme of fatty acid oxidation discussed above corresponds to saturated single bond and even carbon fatty acid. This occurs most predominantly in biological system. So this processes is carried on the way of the oxidation of palmitoyl coenzyme A. The summary of beta oxidation palmitoyl coenzyme is shown below as how many energetics process are outputs to get by the in these processes is palmitoyl coenzyme plus 7 coenzyme ASH plus 7 NAD plus 7 H2O. It's converted into 8 acetyl coenzyme A plus 7 FADH2 plus 7 NADH plus 7 H plus ion. Palmitoyl coenzyme undergoes 7 cycles of beta oxidation to 8 acetyl coenzyme. Acetyl coenzyme A can either citric acid cycle and get completely oxidized to CO2 and H2O. Energetics of beta oxidation in point of view, how many carbon molecules are to form by the how many ATP to converts in the beta oxidation. The ultimate aim of fatty acid oxidation is to generate energy. The energy obtained from the complete oxidation of palmitic acid in 16 carbons is given in following table 2.1. This is a how many energetics of palmitic acid oxidation, that is first in mechanism beta oxidation 7 cycles, 7 APDS2 oxidized by electron transport chain etc. Each APDS2 gives 2 ATP. In this form as ATP yield 14. Next second is a 7 NADH oxidized by ETC. Each NADH liberates 3 ATP and also ATP yield total is a 21. In next second, from 8 acetyl coenzyme A oxidized by citric acid cycle, each acetyl coenzyme A provides 12 ATP and to get ATP yield is the 96. Total energy from one molecule of palmitol coenzyme A is equal to 131. Energy utilized for activation formation of palmitol coenzyme is -2 and net yield of to get in the lastly as a total of energy in your net yield of oxidation of one molecule of palmitate is 131 minus 2 is 129 is totally to use or energetics formed by the palmitic acid oxidation. So totally energetics of palmitic acid oxidation counting, that is the standard free energy of palmitate is equal to 2340 calorie. The energy yield by its oxidation 120 ATP in bracket 129 multiplied by 7.3 calories is equal to 940 calorie. The efficiency of energy of conservation by fatty acid oxidation is equal to 940 upon 2340 multiplied by 100 is equal to 40%. So this is a net energy to also get. So in the specific processes or energetics of the palmitic acids are included in a next schematic representation of the processes of the three are takes place in the beta oxidation. This figure 2.3 indicates beta oxidation of fatty acids. Palmitol 16 carbon undergoes 7 cycles to yield acetyl coenzyme. First activation, second transport, third beta oxidation proper, first oxidation, 2 hydration, oxidation, 4 cleavage. All kinds of the characteristic features which are takes place in the schematic representation of this diagram. That is the first stage, this is the second stage, this is the third. So these three stages are completely carry on in the schematic representation of this diagram. We will detail discuss in the next diagrammatic representation. So this is all this figure are get the beta oxidation of fatty acid palmitol to indicate the all kinds of the stages in this figure. So in this way, dear friends, we are completed the beta oxidation processes, oxidation of fatty acids to completed by the beta oxidation in the three stages. So in this way, remaining to get disorders due to blockade of beta oxidations are detailed studied in the next lectures as well as topics to discuss in the today's lecture. Dear friends, thank you. Stay home, stay safe.